Welcome to Deep Sea Catch, where the ocean's most shocking secrets are revealed. T-Pive. Imagine creatures the size of cars racing through the deep, fishermen battling giants that could snap steel rods, and catches so rare they can sell for millions at auction. This isn't just fishing, it's survival, adrenaline, and spectacle, all in one. In today's video, you'll witness moments that will leave you breathless, from lightning-fast tuna strikes to unbelievable ocean battles caught on camera. Stay tuned, what you're about to see will change the way you look at the sea forever. The ocean stretches out before you, an infinite expanse of blue that feels both inviting and intimidating. Every wave slaps against the hull like the beat of a tribal drum, calling you into a world where adventure is inevitable and the unknown waits just beneath the surface. Out here, in the heart of the Pacific, the line between man and nature blurs, and at the center of that dance lies one of the ocean's most legendary creatures. You may think you know tuna. Perhaps you've seen it sliced into delicate sashimi at a Japanese restaurant, grilled in a high-end bistro, or stacked neatly inside a can on a supermarket shelf. But those images barely scratch the surface. To the fishermen of Hawaii, tuna is not just a source of food or income, it is a living legend. It is a test of strength, spirit, and respect for the ocean itself. For generations, Hawaiian fishermen have looked to tuna as a symbol of abundance and resilience. In their stories, this fish embodies the very essence of the sea, powerful, unpredictable, and alive with energy. To catch one is not simply to secure a meal. It is to engage in a battle of wills, a ritual that has been passed down through centuries, tying each new generation back to their ancestors and their unshakable bond with the Pacific. When you set foot on a Hawaiian fishing boat at dawn, the air still heavy with salt and the horizon painted in gold, you begin to understand. This is not just fishing. This is entering into an ancient pact with the ocean. The fishermen know the risks. Storms can rise without warning. The sea can swallow a man whole, and the tuna itself is a fierce opponent that refuses to surrender. But they also know the reward. To bring a tuna aboard is to carry home a piece of the ocean's soul. Here in Hawaii, tuna is more than muscle and speed. It is culture, heritage, and identity. It embodies the Aloha spirit, living in harmony with nature, respecting the power of the sea, and celebrating life's fleeting yet beautiful moments. As the boat rocks gently in rhythm with the waves, you realize the truth. You're not just chasing a fish, you're chasing a legend. Imagine a creature forged by the ocean itself, a living missile of muscle and steel. The tuna is no ordinary fish. It is the undisputed athlete of the sea, a predator sculpted by evolution to dominate its watery world. With a long, torpedo-shaped body packed with raw power, razor-sharp fins that slice the current like blades, and eyes that burn with relentless focus, the tuna is designed for one thing: speed. And speed it delivers. At full force, a tuna can rocket through the water at nearly 70 kilometers per hour, faster than most boats can chase it. 1 second you see the flash of silver beneath the waves, and in the blink of an eye, it vanishes into the deep blue. To encounter a tuna is to face a force of nature. It doesn't flee, it challenges. And if you dare to hook one, be prepared for a fight that will test every ounce of your strength, endurance, and willpower. Hooking a tuna isn't like catching any other fish. It's like grabbing hold of a runaway train. The line screams, the reel burns, and the rod bends so violently you wonder if it will snap in half. Every surge of its body is a violent declaration: I will not surrender. This is not just a fish resisting, it is a warrior battling for its life, and it fights with a fury that humbles even the most seasoned fishermen. To Hawaiians, the tuna is more than just a catch. It is a rival worthy of respect, a living symbol of strength, speed, and unbreakable spirit. Watching a tuna tear through the sea is like watching an Olympic sprinter in perfect form, explosive, unstoppable, breathtaking. Its every movement embodies the indomitable spirit of survival. Perhaps that's why so many fishermen describe the moment of facing a tuna as both terrifying and exhilarating. The ocean seems to hold its breath as man and fish are locked in battle. Your muscles ache, sweat pours down your face, and your heartbeat races to match the pounding waves. And still, the tuna keeps charging, lunging, diving. It forces you to confront not only the strength of the sea, but also your own limits. The tuna is not just a creature of the ocean, it is the ocean's ultimate athlete. A reminder that true power lies not in domination, but in the will to fight, to endure, and to never, ever give up. There is fishing, and then there is jigging. At first glance, it seems almost too simple. A rod, a reel, and a slender piece of metal designed to shimmer like bait. But once you step onto the deck, once you let that jig drop into the abyss, you discover this is no ordinary method. Jigging is a dance, a battle, a raw connection between man and the untamed heartbeat of the ocean. The process begins quietly. You release the line, and the jig plunges into the darkness below. The weight sinks, carrying your anticipation with it, until suddenly you feel the subtle tension of the ocean pulling back. Then the rhythm starts. Lift, drop, lift, drop. Each motion echoes like a beat on a drum, hypnotic, relentless, alive. To the fish below, your jig becomes a frantic creature fleeing for its life. To you, it is a pulse you're linked to whatever monster might be watching from the shadows. And then it happens. A violent jolt shoots up the line, slamming into your hands like an electric shock. Your heart skips, the reel screams. The rod bends into a bow that feels like it could snap at any second. Adrenaline floods your body. The ocean has chosen you. A tuna has struck. From that moment, time dissolves. The fight is primal. The fish surges forward with terrifying speed, and your arms burn as you struggle to hold on. The line quivers like a guitar string ready to snap. Every muscle in your body screams for relief, but your spirit pushes back harder. Hold the line, don't let go. Each lunge from the tuna is like being hit by a wave of raw energy. You're no longer just fishing, you're in combat, locked in a test of endurance that feels as ancient as the sea itself. There is no motor, no machine, no shortcut, only your body, your will, and the relentless force of the tuna at the other end. Sweat drips down your face, your breathing quickens, but your eyes burn with the thrill of the challenge. This is what fishermen come to Hawaii for, not a catch, not a trophy, but this exact moment. Jigging is not about taking from the ocean, it's about proving yourself to it. It's about stripping away the noise of the modern world until only two forces remain, the hunter and the hunted. And when you finally glimpse that flash of silver rising from the depths, you realize you weren't just fishing. You were alive in the purest sense of the word. In Hawaii, tuna is not just a fish, it is a sacred bond between people and the sea. To outsiders, it may look like a battle of man versus nature, but to the Hawaiian spirit, it is something deeper, something older, a partnership. The tuna is not an enemy to be conquered. It is a gift from the ocean, and with every catch comes reverence, gratitude, and respect. Generations of Hawaiian fishermen have carried this belief in their blood. Long before modern boats and reels, they ventured into the vast Pacific with little more than courage, instinct, and faith. They knew the sea could never truly be tamed. Instead, they learned to live with it, to listen to its rhythms, to honor its power. This attitude is captured in the Aloha spirit, a philosophy that means more than just hello or love. Aloha is harmony. Aloha is respect. Aloha is recognizing that life itself flows from the same ocean we sail upon. When a fisherman hauls a tuna aboard, it is never just a victory, it is a moment of humility. Some bow their heads, whisper a prayer, or touch the fish as a gesture of thanks. They do this not out of superstition, but out of understanding. The ocean has given, and it can just as easily take away. Every successful catch is seen as both an honor and a responsibility. This respect flows into daily life. Tuna, called ahi by the locals, is a symbol of abundance and prosperity. It is celebrated in traditional feasts, honored in stories, and cherished as part of the island's cultural identity. The act of fishing itself becomes more than survival or sport. It becomes a ritual of connection. To fish in Hawaii is to step into a circle of trust between man and sea, where every line cast carries not only hope, but also reverence. Perhaps this is why hand jigging has endured in Hawaii despite faster, more industrialized methods of fishing. It is not about efficiency, it is about experience. It is about keeping alive a way of life where you don't just take from the ocean, you meet it, face to face, with respect in your heart. In the end, the culture of Aloha reminds us of a truth we often forget. The ocean is not ours to own. We are its guests. And if we honor it, if we respect its gifts, it will continue to provide not only food for our bodies but meaning for our souls. The story of tuna does not end on the deck of a fishing boat. Its journey stretches far beyond the Hawaiian horizon, into bustling fish markets, gourmet kitchens, and the plates of diners across the globe. To call tuna valuable would be an understatement. It is one of the most prized fish on Earth, an icon of both global commerce and culinary artistry. Step into the famed Toyosu fish market in Tokyo, and you'll see the proof. Here, tuna auctions draw worldwide attention, where a single bluefin can sell for hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. The moment the hammer falls, applause erupts, and cameras flash. It is not just the sale of a fish, it is a statement of prestige, tradition, and the unshakable demand for this ocean treasure. But the true magic of tuna is not just in its price tag, it lies in its taste. In Japan, fatty tuna belly otoro is worshipped as the king of sushi. Each slice glistens with marbled richness, melting on the tongue like butter infused with the salt of the sea. Across Europe and America, tuna transforms again. Seared steaks, blackened cuts, delicate tartares. No matter the preparation, it carries an unmistakable aura luxury born from the deep. Hawaii, however, brings its own flavor to this global stage. On the very boat where the battle took place, fishermen often prepare sashimi right there, under the open sky. A knife slides through the shimmering flesh, and within seconds, slices of ruby red meat are served with soy sauce and wasabi. The taste, pure ocean, sweet, fatty, alive in a way no restaurant can replicate. It is the most intimate reward imaginable, straight from the sea to your lips, still carrying the story of the struggle. Tuna is also at the heart of Hawaii's most beloved dish, poke. What began as a simple fisherman's snack, chunks of fresh tuna tossed with salt, seaweed, and kukui nut, has become a global phenomenon. Today, poke bowls are sold everywhere, from food trucks to five-star restaurants, each bite carrying the Aloha spirit, fresh, communal, and celebratory. Economically, tuna sustains not just individuals but entire industries. It supports fishermen, markets, shipping companies, chefs, and restaurants. But culturally, it sustains something greater: identity, pride, and connection. Every slice of tuna is more than food. It is the meeting of ocean and humanity, tradition and innovation, survival and celebration. In tuna, the world tastes the ocean's generosity. In Hawaii, they taste its soul. Not all tuna are the same. To the untrained eye, they may look alike, sleek bodies flashing silver beneath the waves, but to fishermen, each species is a different rival, a different test. And in the waters of Hawaii, three champions reign: the yellowfin, the bigie, and the bluefin. Each one carries its own personality, its own fighting style, and its own way of pushing you to your very limits. The yellowfin tuna is the most common, but never to be underestimated. Recognizable by its long, golden dorsal fins, it is like the middleweight boxer of the sea, fast, relentless, and tireless. When it strikes your jig, the first thing you feel is pure acceleration. The reel spins violently as the line screams out, and panic floods your chest. Many newcomers lose their yellowfin in those first chaotic seconds, unable to keep their rhythm. The trick, seasoned fishermen say, is patience. Let it burn its energy. Wait for the moment when it slows, then bring it back inch by inch. Yellowfin may not be the heaviest, but it will test your nerves with every blistering run. Then there is the bigie tuna, stubborn, deep-diving, and ruthless. Once hooked, it plunges downward like an anchor, dragging your line into the abyss. This is not a sprint, it is a tug-of-war with gravity itself. Your arms shake, your shoulders scream, and every muscle in your back tightens as you struggle to pull it up from the depths. Big-eye fishing is not about speed, but about grit. Hold the line, stay steady, and don't let it dictate the fight. One mistake, and it will vanish into the darkness. And then, towering above them all, stands the bluefin tuna, the heavyweight champion, the ocean's juggernaut. Massive, muscular, and nearly unstoppable, the bluefin can reach sizes that feel impossible to comprehend. Hook one, and prepare for war. Hours may pass as you battle it, each surge threatening to snap your line, each dive threatening to snap your spirit. Landing a bluefin is not just a victory, it is a marathon, a legend, and often the story of a lifetime. This diversity is what makes Hawaii a paradise for jigging enthusiasts. Every day on the water is a gamble. Will you face a lightning-fast yellowfin, a deep-diving big-eye, or the colossal bluefin? You never know who your opponent will be. The only certainty is this: whichever one answers your jig, it will demand everything you have. Out here, tuna are not just fish, they are gladiators, and each battle writes a new story of man versus the untamed ocean. When the fight is over, and the tuna lies shimmering on the deck, something shifts inside you. Your muscles ache, your hands are raw, and your body trembles with exhaustion, but your spirit feels weightless. This is not just about catching a fish. It is about confronting the ocean itself, and in that confrontation, discovering who you are. Hand jigging in Hawaii is not a sport measured in numbers or trophies. It is an experience measured in moments. Moments when time stops, when the sea holds its breath, when every heartbeat feels like it could echo across the waves. It is the kind of encounter that leaves you humbled, because you realize just how small you are in the face of the Pacific, and yet how alive you can feel when you accept its challenge. This is why fishermen return, again and again, even after countless battles. They are not chasing efficiency, they are not chasing profit, they are chasing emotion, the pure, unfiltered adrenaline of facing a creature that refuses to yield, the satisfaction of knowing the victory was earned by sweat, patience, and willpower alone. No machine can replicate that. No shortcut can replace it. To land a tuna with your own two hands is to write your name into the story of the sea. But beyond the thrill lies a deeper truth: respect. Hawaiians know that every tuna is more than a catch, it is a gift, a reminder that the ocean sustains us, tests us, and teaches us. That respect is why hand jigging still matters in the modern world. It is not just fishing, it is a ritual of gratitude, a way to stay connected to traditions that refuse to die. And perhaps that is the ultimate message. In a time when technology rules our lives, when the world feels louder and faster than ever, hand jigging calls us back to something ancient, something human. It strips away the noise until only two forces remain: the fisherman and the fish, bound together by the heartbeat of the ocean. When you taste that first slice of tuna sashimi on the boat, when the sunset burns across the horizon and the waves rock you into silence, you understand. You were never just here to catch a fish. You were here to feel alive, to honor the sea, and to remember that the greatest battles are not against others but against your own limits. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss the latest videos about incredible deep-sea adventures. We'd love to hear from you. What do you think about these amazing catches? Share your thoughts in the comments below and join the conversation with our community. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Deep Sea Catch. We hope it brought you closer to the ocean's wonders. See you in the next video, where even more exciting discoveries await.